You know, I think that Irish soda bread is so good and so delicious and so easy to make that we should be having it all year long, not just for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to show you my recipe, which is so easy to do and fabulous results every time. I put raisins in mine. You can do raisins or you can do something else. But the good news is I'm going to make Irish soda bread for you, and I'm going to make it right now. Hey, welcome to Secret Kitchens of New Jersey. So I know that you're seeing this, it's already after St. Patrick's Day, but I wanted to get my take on Irish soda bread. I think Irish soda bread is so easy and so delicious that we should be making it all year long. It shouldn't just be reserved for that one day. So I feel that this is a very simple recipe, and I want to share it with you because, first of all, not only is it simple, it's absolutely delicious. Very simple in that it doesn't use yeast, it's a quick bread. All right, I've got 3 cups of flour, and of course all the ingredients and instructions are in the description. So it's got a 1/4 cup of sugar. It's got baking powder and baking soda right here. That's the leaveners. And we do need some salt. And let me just get that in there. Teaspoon of kosher salt. Remember, whenever I'm talking about salt, I'm always talking about kosher salt. All right, so let's get this mixed up. All right, we're just whisking the ingredients together, doing our best to keep the ingredients in the bowl. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is I've got a 1/2 stick of butter, 4 tablespoons that I've cubed. I'm going to put this in here. However you want to do this, with your fingers, with a fork, I'm using my pastry cutter. I'm just going to mix in that butter, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to break it up and get the flour as well coated as you can. So this just takes a moment. All right, let me just give it one more shot with the pastry cutter. Break up my butter. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right, so the next important ingredient for Irish soda bread is buttermilk. So I've got a cup of buttermilk right here, and to that, I'm going to add 1 egg. Get it nicely beaten. Okay, in goes the buttermilk. And you know, one of the things about the buttermilk and the egg, it develops this beautiful color that I kind of feel imparts nicely to the Irish soda bread. So we're going to mix this up. Right now I'm just using the spatula. And you're just going to keep going. And then you're going to reach a certain point in a moment when we're going to dump it out and we're going to use our hands. So let me keep going this way. All right, so what I'm going to do now, kind of move this out of my way. By the way, my oven is preheated to 400 degrees. I have a sheet pan with a piece of parchment paper. All right, let me get this, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump my ingredients out. I am going to wear gloves just because honestly I don't want to get it all over my jewelry. Be a little sanitary here in the secret kitchen. Okie doke, let's get this out. So I'm dumping this right onto a board, but you know what? Let me put a little flour on this board because this dough is going to be a little bit on the sticky side, like so. I'll just leave that here in case I need more. Okay. And you know what else we're going to do, because I almost forgot, is we're going to add a cup of raisins to our Irish soda bread. Of course, I kind of forgot. Not the end of the earth. See? I'm going to add about a cup. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay? There's my cup of raisins. All right, and again, we're We're going to dump this out onto my board, and we're going to kind of, in a way, roughly knead it with our hands. And you know what? Don't worry. All the raisins are going to get mixed in. When you're doing this at home and you don't have lights and a camera, you will be probably a lot more organized than me. I hope so. All right, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just bringing it together. Okay. If your dough is extra sticky, mine's a little sticky, just going to add a little bit of extra flour to it, not too much. Okay. Fold it up a few times. All right, so I'm actually going to turn this into 2 loaves of soda bread. You can do this as one, but I'm going to do 2, one that I keep and one that I share. So I'm going to cut this in half. Again, don't worry about making it exact. It's not really going to matter. And then just going to form these. Like so. Put this one on my, on my parchment paper. Do the same here. So these are going to bake at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to lower the oven to 350, and they're going to bake for another 15 to 20 minutes. All right? Very easy. Like so. Here's what we have. We have 2 loaves. And the last thing I want to do, which is kind of optional, but I think it makes it more fun and more authentic, is put a little slash. And let me just go get a knife. Take a sharp knife. Go down, make an X. Like so. And this is going in the oven, and that was about as easy as it could be, right? Right in the oven right now. I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, at last the Irish soda bread is done. It was in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees and about 20 minutes at 350. Here it is. I mean, it smells wonderful. I mean, look at this. You can see the color on it. It's full of raisins. It's got this really, really nice crust, which I love. And as I said, I made 2 because one of them will eat, one of them will share. And let's, of course, we have to taste. I just think it's so good. We should be eating this all year long. Don't just save it for St. Patrick's Day. It's good with butter. I have some raspberry jam right here. That's what I'm going to use. Oh, so good. The crust is so nice and crispy. The bread is really tender. It's got a wonderful flavor. Mine is packed with raisins. I love it. It's delicious. Make some Irish soda bread. It's so easy to do. Recipe and all that jazz in the comments. And like and subscribe. Keep us inspired. And we'll see you next time on Secret Kitchens of New Jersey.